right, we're ready for roll call.
Rachel.
Here.
Katie.
Here.
Sarah.
Here.
Doug.
Here.
Lori.
Here.
Carrie.
Here.
Jeff.
Here.
All right, if everybody will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and have a moment of silence for armed services personnel and first responders. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. All right, are there any items to be added or changed to the agenda? Perfect. Recognitions and acknowledgements. Athlete of the Year awards. Did Mr. Kelper want to do that, or am I announcing them, or?
Mr. Cowper's on it.
He's all over it.
I promise to be brief.
It's his time to shine.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the opportunity to give out the Bernie Chris Most Valuable Boys Athlete of the Year award and the Kim Schwem Most Valuable Girls Athlete of the World. Of the world, Katie, you just stepped up big time there. Congratulations, right? Tonight, so before we really go into the awards, the characteristics that we're looking for inside the athletics department are something that make these two students really stand out from our group of outstanding student athletes that are at the high school. We talk about courage, we talk about respect, we talk about being a great teammate, we talk about humility, we talk about community service and involvement. But ultimately, you look at the program's accountability that these two have been involved with, and they've just been a big part of that throughout their careers. So it's my honor tonight to introduce Katie Berkshire as our Kim Schwem Most Valuable Female Athlete. Come on up, Katie. And Jaron as our Bernie Chris. You just hang out here for a second, Katie. Yep. Jaron Benzinger is our boys' Bernie Chris Most Valuable Athlete Award winner. Real quick remarks, when you look at Jaron's career, we're talking about over 150 wrestling match wins. Over 150, they just stopped counting. So it's definitely more than 150. As a underclassman, he was 4th at the Michigan State Championships. As a sophomore, he was runner-up. As a junior, he was state champ. And when his season ended this last winter, he was undefeated at that point in time. So I'll let your imagination go where it takes you. And then we switch over to football. And you look at Jaron, he's in the record book for having the longest touchdown run of all time at 95 yards. Was a great run this last fall at a critical point in time in a ball game. As well as he led the team in tackles 2 years in a row. This last year was 91 tackles with 14 for loss. So was the defensive leader for 2 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jaron Benzinger. And then Katie Berkshire.
Karen, 1 second. Stay up there for one more second.
Yep, one
The
more.
board will shake your hands.
Yeah, and Katie Berkshire is our girls' outstanding athlete of the year. When you look at Katie's cross-country career, cross-country we don't have quite as many opportunities to race, but Katie had 20 wins during her career in cross-country and well over 65 in track and field. Throughout her high school career, she was a 4-time Athletic Association runner-up. We don't look at the indoor track sport because it's not an official high school sanctioned event yet, but she was the indoor track state champ this last year. And when you look at all of her accolades, she's, I believe, been 8-time All-State in track and field and cross-country. So truly one of our most exceptional student athletes in the history of Gaylord High.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Katie. Thank you.
Congratulations, Katie.
Congratulations, Sharon. Great job,
And Gaylord High School Symphony Band and students.
Mr. Hotelling.
Mr. Hotelling gonna?
There's a lot of them, so I'll leave them there for right now.
Sure, sure.
we've had a great year with the Gaylord High School band. Well, all the bands, sixth grade through high school. For the second year in a row, the kids who were in the 8th grade band that were in the 7th grade band last year made it to state festival again. I've lost track of how many years in a row this is. Our symphony band received ones at, which is the highest rating you can get at the state band festival. There are seniors here who have never known anything other than that. They've been in the symphony band all 4 years. Chris, you were one of them, weren't you? And so I'm really proud of these kids and the work they do and the things they bring to the community. But more than their musical accomplishments, we do a lot of hosting of events. We host State Band Festival here. We've hosted many things throughout the years. And one of the compliments that always comes to our events is how great my students are working with other people, acquiescing to any needs any judges, directors, other students need. They're kind to each other, they're encouraging to other people's students. When we travel to the Traverse City Expo every year, the directors of the small schools get really excited when we get there because we go early to support the other bands. And my kids get up there in the stands and they cheer and they yell for these other kids and make them feel like $1 million. And I think they represent Gaylord very, very well, and I am so proud of them, so.
Awesome.
Come here, Shelby, lead the way. You're gonna walk right here and shake their hand.
Good job.
Great work, thank you.
Congratulations, Shelby.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job, thank you.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. There are a lot of you. Congratulations.
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 Great job.
Good job.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations. Congratulations. I feel like they used to come and play for us, right? I miss that. Yeah.
If the students would like to exit, they are more than welcome to, unless they would love to stay for the board meeting.
It's very exciting.
They might want to stay for the next.
Yeah, the
Oh.
next.
Oh,
Oh,
yep.
sorry.
It's okay.
And is Mr. Byram speaking to this? To the MSB OA District 2 Teacher of the Year Award?
Yeah. So you just met him, that's our band director. So I'll just give you a little brief history, so Aaron, you wanna come on up real quick? Aaron joined us in 2007 at Gaylord Schools in the elementary ranks, teaching music. And then that role expanded in 2013 where they got him into choir and music up at the middle school, which then led to middle school band director, which then the following year in 2015, so 2014 band director, 2015 he became 6 through 12 band director, okay? The one thing that I think you can see is his passion, right? He's emotional when he's introducing his kids, he's got a great turnout all times. If you looked at the numbers of our band prior to Mr. Hotelling stepping in to now, it expands every year. It's getting to the point now where, you know, he wants his own assistant, he's got.
I want to be the assistant.
Oh, he wants, I thought he wanted an assistant, but he's super busy, you see him all over the community, he's running the parades, he is in high demand. So he's not one of those teachers that is able to enjoy his entire summer break because he's still working with the band kids, getting them at parades. When does band camp start?
August 3rd.
August 3rd, so he's already back in
Alpha
the.
Fest early, July 18th, and percussionists and trumpets have already started calling sectionals, so.
Yeah, so he's a busy man, but this is well deserved. Obviously, his peers have recognized his talent, and that's for, you know, his ability to host, how he gets his kids prepared. And so, well deserved, and he's still in the running. This could end up going to the national level as well.
No, so I'm one of 3 finalists at the state level for Teacher of the Year.
How did you earn that? Like nominated by others?
I was nominated by another band director.
Nice.
So this is by his peers, and so that's what makes it even more powerful, is that his peers recognize the talent and the dedication that he has to the students, so.
Nice. Nice job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Erin.
Of course you are.
All right, moving on to teacher tenure. So for GHS teachers, we have Jeffrey Burke, Grace Bishop, Shelley Brodeen, Garrett Glass, Chad Hartman, Valerie House, Aaron Michael, and Alyssa Wendels. For Gaylord High School social worker, Victoria Bursma Litzner. Hopefully I got that right. Gaylord Middle School teacher, Rochelle Wrangler. Gaylord Intermediate School teacher, Taylor Snow. NOE teacher, Jeff Pretzloff, Diana Respecki, and Ashley Thompson. And South Maple teacher, Hannah Hausler and Caitlin McLeod. We're gonna do their, do you wanna talk about them now, or do you wanna wait for introductions with?
I think now would be a great time to have them up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. We can have the principals come up if they have staff that are here to recognize. So, Mr. Byram, okay, yeah.
We'll do high school first and
Well,
then,
thank you, Celeste was jumping up, so. All right, I have 4 here. How would you guys like it? Do you want me to go one at a time so you know exactly the person I'm talking about to shake, or do you want me to get all 4 in a row? How would you prefer?
you can do all 4.
Do all 4?
Yeah.
You guys okay with that? All right, perfect. So I've got 2 folks that earned their tenure here, so they served the whole 4 years to get their tenure here at the high school, and then I have other 2 that have moved into our district, so a little bit shorter of a 10-year time frame. So I'll start with our 2 long lifers, the ones that had to earn their tenure the whole time here at the high school. So Dr. Bishop is one. She's involved in our science department. She is human anatomy, bio, and she's expanding our science electives. So next year she's going to be taking on oceanography and astronomy. So super excited to see how that is. Very engaging with her students, and I could say that for all of these teachers that I'm talking about today. Wendell's is our second lifer here at the high school, hopefully for a long time, just like Dr. Bishop. She's in our special education department. She's expanded our least restrictive environments, trying to get students in the mainstream classroom as much as possible. She's a huge advocate for our students. She also takes on our Key Club, so handling the recycling and getting our kids for volunteer service. And she also is our prom planner. And this may surprise you, but I'm not into the prom planning. So probably good that she's taking that on. And every year, the setting is always great. So those are our 2 that have earned the 4-year piece. Those that have moved into our district that are earning tenure are Valerie House, special education teacher. Again, her 2 years here, she's already made an impact with students. Guided study is a class where our special ed students are able to take an hour out of the day to get more interventions, and Mrs. House has done a really good job of revamping parts of that. She also had to take on Algebra 2 last year. I mean, hey, if you're willing to take on Algebra 2 and you probably took a break for a number of years, that's pretty awesome. And she did a great job with it. And was kind of putting the plane together as it was flying, but she did a great job. And then our last, and definitely not least, is Erin Michaels. She's in our English department. She's come in and is starting to revise and develop our English 9 and our English 10, so trying to revamp those. So those are our individuals. If you guys want to come up and meet our board.
congratulations. Congratulations, Alyssa. Congratulations. Congrats. You're welcome.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Do any other, yeah, we have Celeste. Sorry not to rain on your parade.
You're not, it's sunny out, there's no raining.
We didn't coordinate deliberately, but I am excited to share Diana Respecki. She has a 20-plus year career in education. She has spent 2 of those years with us at North Ohio in a special education capacity. She is a fantastic interventionist. She works very hard to connect with her students, and not just the students, but their families, making them feel safe and trusted with her. And she does just about anything she can to ensure that students are successful. She connects very well with staff, and being in the special ed position, you have multiple students, multiple times a day, working with multiple staff. And Diana seems to manage it all, and then is always taking on more. So I'm excited to share Diana Rusbecki. We're glad she's at North Ohio.
Congratulations.
Hi, congratulations. Congratulations. Anyone else? Alrighty. Our academic Hall of Fame is our former Gaylord Community School Superintendent, Mr. Brian Pearson.
Is he here?
He is here.
Oh, there he is.
You just stay up here. You're getting your steps in.
I need to get my steps in. So, we've come a long way since middle school track, haven't we?
Yeah.
He was foolish enough to think I could do pole vault. Big mistake. All right. So, it's my honor to introduce Brian Pearson for our Academic Hall of Fame. Just to give you kind of a background, this was kind of new. This was actually getting created right when I was on my way out. Yeah, I think.
The reveal now.
So this goes right in our comments, okay, and it's right smack dab in the middle of our comments. If you've ever been in there, there's the benches, and we've already got some folks that have done it. Academic Hall of Fame is designed to recognize Gaylord graduates who have taken their educational journey to impact wherever community that they land. Obviously, Brian, being a Gaylord grad, has already come back and has impacted Gaylord Community Schools a great deal. I think it's fitting because Claude Shannon was the first inductee of our Academic Hall of Fame, and if you don't know anything connected to Brian, he's a huge historian for Claude Shannon. He's been an advocate for him and keeping his legacy alive. So I think it's just fitting that he's going to be on this wall with him. Just to share a little bit about Brian, Brian graduated, can I say that? 1981, right? 1981, he's a Gaylord grad. And he joined, he did some educational stuff outside of our district, but joined us full-time as a counselor at the middle school in 1990. And ever since then, he's been contributing to our school system in many different ways. So after counselor, he moved to our Dean of Students. Then he came into our curriculum director role where he introduced curriculum camp, which was our post-PD at the end of the school year, which was super popular among staff, which then led to onboarding systems that you can still see here today. And then I moved into the ranks as our superintendent, and then thought he retired and we grabbed him back. He's a great mentor to all of our leaders in this district. There's always something that you can learn from Brian. He doesn't probably want me to say that out loud because he's a humble guy, but it's just always great to watch him work with people. He impacts a room the minute he gets in there without even having to say a word. So, tremendous honor for us to have him on our wall, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I forgot to mention, his current role is his favorite role, which is grandfather. I did.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Stu, for you to have to do this, isn't it?
First board meeting, I don't know what's going on because I don't have Caitlin. Thank you.
Alrighty, moving on to personnel and new hires. Gaylord Middle School Social Studies teacher Richard Shockey. Resignations, South Maple Elementary teacher Logan Carter, Transportation Secretary Abby Dandy, and Gaylord Middle School football coach Joseph St. John. Retirements, Educational Assistant Renee LaJoy. Do we have any public input? All right, moving on to the consent agenda is going to be the June 2nd, 2026 special board meeting workshop meeting minutes. Treasurer's report, general fund and athletic fund bills in the amount of $3.5 million. Cafeteria fund bills in the amount of $144,000. Sinking fund bills in the amount of $68,000. And then prior period adjustment in the amount of $0.
I will make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
One more piece.
Yeah, we have to do the new.
The,
Oh, sorry. New hires.
and for new hires, it'll be the Gaylord Middle School Social Studies teacher, Richard Shockey.
I will motion to approve the consent agenda.
I will second it.
Any questions, conversation, discussion? Okay,
Rachel? Yes. Katie?
yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, moving on to reports. So I'll go first. I had the Technology and Curriculum Committee meeting, which for whatever reason seems like it was forever ago, but I know it wasn't. I think everyone's just been so busy. So a couple of things we talked about. We did review the K through 8 curriculum review cycle. And really, we just talked in there about where we were at, projections for the upcoming years, because everything's staggered on like 3 and 5 year intervals. So really just reviewing that and talking about how that was going. It was just more of a general update that Mandy gave us. Moving on, we did discuss the dyslexia law. And so that is going to be starting 27-28 school year start date is for that. I know that Mandy did disclose that we're already doing a lot of the things that are in the law, but we are still reviewing some more of the details to that law. Am I missing anything on that, Mandy, that you want to elaborate on or anything?
Pretty broad law, so it'd be hard to hit
Sure.
it all, but we are prepared in a lot of, and much of the legislation, and still have some work to do around screeners, some staffing, and expanding what we're already doing K-12, so.
Perfect. And then one of the items that we'll be voting on tonight that's further down on the agenda is the Gaylord Middle School elective class additions. And so it was proposed that two of the electives be changed to career exploration, which will be a course that's 9 weeks long, and then also adding the school newspaper as an option for students. So that will be 9 weeks long too. And what that would eliminate is the music appreciation class. The leadership at the middle school thought that that would be a little bit more of an interest to students based on what some of their suggestions and ideas were. That concludes my update. Does anybody have any additional questions? Okay. We can move on to Carrie with policy and discipline.
We met as a committee to discuss policies on May 19th. We had talked about going through, I think these ones are just the suggested policies from Clark Hill that we kind of need to revamp a little bit. And we talked about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. But we decided to bring only 3 of them up for vote this evening. So one is conflict of interest with the board, just kind of more specifically identifying what is a conflict of interest, changing the language a little bit. Purchasing with federal funds. And I thought that there was a threshold of how much. Aren't we changing the threshold of what we're purchasing?
We're moving to the federal threshold language so that we're not constantly having to update the number. We just are referring to the federal threshold.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
And then the last one we're voting on tonight is updating bonded employees, which I think we have none at the moment, but we are just changing our language to be up to date. Any questions?
Perfect. I was going to ask how many we had. The answer is 0. Good to know. All right.
It's very proactive.
Right. That's okay. That's better to be that way. Rachel with board, building grounds and transportation.
Okay, so
We started out talking about the Gaylord High School auditorium lighting project. The lighting aspect of that project is going to be sent out again for another rebid, and maybe it has already gone back out for a rebid because we did not receive any bids for the project that we specified. So we're putting that back out. The electrical piece of that project is going to be voted on in this meeting. We did receive a good bid on that, and that the project will go forward. It's starting soon, if not right after school gets out, it's starting. So, and anticipating that it may be not done by the end of the summer, but will be soon thereafter, depending on the bid that we get for the lighting piece of it. The generator at the board office in this building is hooked up and working. It's tested weekly. A perimeter fence is going to be installed shortly. Regarding the high school generator, pre-COVID, a used generator was purchased from the hospital. It was not installed. And our electrician is looking for a switch for this generator. Once one is found, we will move forward on the installation piece of this. When it is installed, it will power the entire high school, which will be great. Right now, we just have a smaller generator that only provides emergency lighting. And then this summer, the summer projects will be a lot of upgrades to the appearances of our buildings, a lot of painting going on and things of that nature. We talked about the bathrooms at the community field. The men's restroom is ADA compliant. The women's restroom will be ADA compliant very shortly. A wall has to be moved, and it will happen this summer, so that will be done. And we talked about the bathrooms having residential plumbing, which is a problem because it does not keep up with demand. And that led into there will be a larger discussion about a long-term solution to this problem because it is a problem that has to be, at some point, we have to address. And then we talked about the 5-year plan, that the strategic plan is going to sort of lead what our 5-year district plan will be for our buildings. And we are doing building tours right now. And we've been through North Ohio. The next building will be the high school. It's been really great in identifying what our aging buildings are needing and kind of with the anticipation of prioritizing improvements for these buildings. Because we have some pretty aging buildings. So, and then we discussed the sinking fund renewal and the cost of an election. The sinking fund will be on the fall 2028 ballot, and the sinking fund is for our building repairs, renovations, the roof replacement, the things that go to the structure of our buildings. And I think it also includes technology and now our buses, correct? So, and then with regard to transportation, the bus lift has arrived, and the installation, I don't know if it's completed, but it's in the process of completion. I think that's it. If anyone has any questions?
No, you guys had a lot.
You did have a lot.
You had a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll move to Sarah with personnel, finance, and negotiations.
Which we had a lot also.
Sure.
So we met on Tuesday, May 26th. Mandy discussed personnel updates, just letting us know who she was interviewing and what positions we had open. The interviews were in progress. We discussed, at the end of tonight, will most likely, hopefully, have an official director of transportation as we vote on Vic's contract. So we discussed Vic's contract. We also discussed the director of human resources and employee relation contract, which we will be voting on in a little bit also. So hopefully those are good to go. But so we went through all of that. Mandy also started a step 5 for the human resources position, I'm sorry. She's starting at the same position Mandy was on steps when Mandy took on this position. So, sorry, I was thinking that was something further down. So anyhow, we talked all through that, and then we talked about the contracts we updated. which I believe we're also voting on. The athletic director, his contract will actually read for his off-hour pay when he works on weekends or evenings, he gets paid a little differently, and it wasn't ever really written out in the contract. So we're making sure that's all tidied up. The directors, we've added step 10, that's what I was thinking. We added step 10 to our directors' contracts because we actually have 3 of them that are eligible for step 10, and they've been kind of held at where they were, trying to keep them to stick around and not retire. So is our goal with that, but we're adding another step to their contracts. And there's a retirement incentive if they give us 5 months' notice before they retire. They will get a little incentive to give us extra time to find their replacement. And then, what else? We discussed steps on the pay scale, the individual support contracts, which is the mechanic, the paraprofessionals, business and finance coordinators. We just had a whole lot of contracts we talked through. And then in finance, Joe went over our board budget amendment number 2. We also went over the preliminary budget resolution, which right now it looks like all 3 branches of the government are proposing $250 per pupil. So an increase of $250, so that is good. We discussed there's a health insurance cap is 3% this year. That has changed, and the retirement rate went down a little bit that we have to pay. So that, so he explained all that to us. The public hearing for the preliminary budget took place last Thursday or Tuesday at our workshop. And then we also discussed the COP special education millage, which is a millage that will be on the ballot this November. And that millage is actually for all of COP district, but every dollar that is brought in is actually sent to the school districts. It does not go into the COP's budget at all. So, and with us being the largest school district in the COP, we get the majority of those dollars. So it's actually a really important millage for us, because either way we're going to have to pay for those services that money provides. So it's a really important millage, so we can keep providing those without taking it out of general fund. So, and then we just kind of talked about the township collecting the summer taxes. We got those forms all done and ready to go. And Mandy just reminded us that in the spring, all 5 bargaining groups will be in negotiations. So it will be a busy winter and spring for Mandy. So yeah, it was a lot.
That was a lot.
We took in a lot, but it was good.
Well, months are supposed to be easy months, I feel like.
July, right?
Right, okay. Any questions for Sarah? Okay. New and unfinished business. Oh, man. It is recommended that the board approve the 2025-2026 amended budget resolution number 2 as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025-26 amended budget resolution number 2.
Second.
And then just so individuals in the audience are watching the recording, this is an adjusted from previous local, state revenue, federal revenue adjustments. And we see these are normal adjustments that we see without the budget. Any questions, discussion? Okay.
Rachel?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
And then moving on to the 2026-2027 proposed preliminary budget resolution, it is recommended that the board approve the 2026-2027 proposed preliminary budget resolution as presented.
Make a motion that we approve the 26-27 preliminary proposed budget resolution. Sorry.
Second.
And then again, this is the budget for the upcoming anticipated year, and there'll be some changes with that once we find out what they're doing per pupil, and that's usually by October, we know, what do we say? October's usually when we know,
If we're lucky.
if we're lucky. All right, fingers crossed. Any additional conversation, questions? Okay,
Rachel?
Yes.
Katie?
yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, moving on to the Director of Transportation contract. It is recommended that the board approve the Director of Transportation contract for Vic Giardi. Oh, I had it. I said it so many times. Thank you. As presented.
Thank you.
I will make the motion to approve the Director of Transportation contract for Vic Giardina as presented.
Yes.
I will second.
So, quick discussion
Sure.
about this. We had talked about the step 10, adding the step 10 to all of our director contracts, and the concern being our declining enrollment, and then adding a step to all these contracts and the possible, making sure that we're aligned, our percent of our administrative cost to our budget. And I thank you, Mandy, for providing us with the information that shows that we are in a great position with regard to our administrative costs relative to our overall budget. And I feel confident that this is something we can take on, and it will be a good thing. And I feel like we're in a good, healthy financial situation. So I just wanted to thank you for providing that.
I agree. I think, like, sometimes you don't know where that is, and then when seeing the information, it's like, oh, it kind of takes a little bit of a deep breath off of you.
Yeah. So,
Any other?
That information, you got it off a website somewhere, right?
My school data,
Okay.
which is a behemoth of information about our schools. Like anything you could find data-wise, achievement, attendance, SELs, economic, it's a very massive place to go to try to find information. So it really helps if you are looking for a specific report, which is, what I had pulled for this today.
And there's a link to that on our website, right? If anybody else is like,
Anybody
oh,
wanted to
what's
take a
that?
look,
They can look
yes.
there, so.
And I could point you in the direction of this. I should be able to find it twice.
Okay.
Rachel?
yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, moving on to HR. It is recommended that the board approve the Director of Human Resources and Employee Relations contract for Carla Van Dran as presented.
I will make a motion to approve Carla Van Dran as our Human Resources and Employee Relations Director.
I will second.
Any questions? Discussion?
Rachel?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Moving on to principal contracts. It is recommended that the board approve the principal's contracts as presented. Gaylord High School Principal Sean Byram, Gaylord High School Assistant Principal Brooke Oliver Hempenstall, Gaylord High School Assistant Principal Rachel Olson, Gaylord Middle School Principal Corey Lorman, Gaylord Middle School Assistant Principal David Smith, Gaylord Intermediate School Assistant Principal Sarah Skoronsky, North Ohio Elementary Principal Celeste Schaefer, and South Maple Elementary Principal Diane Parker.
I will make a motion to approve the principal's contract as presented.
I will second. Okay.
Any questions about principal contracts? Okay,
Rachel?
Yes.
Katie?
yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
I abstain.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion carries 6.
Moving on to director's contracts. It is recommended that the board approve the director contracts as presented. Director of Special Education and Curriculum, Dennis Keck. Director of Facilities, Operations, and Security, David Purcell. Director of Technology, Todd Ostermeyer. Director of Business and Operations, Joe Hart. Director of Licensed Programs, Carla Hawkins. Director of Food Services, John Gallus. And Director of Athletics, Dale Cowper.
I will make a motion to approve the director's contracts as presented.
Second.
Any questions or discussion on the director contracts? Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Moving on to administrative support personnel, it is recommended that the board approve the administrative support personnel contracts as presented. Executive Assistant to the Superintendent, Caitlin Stiles. Business Services Support Specialist, Emily Schweikart. Payroll and Benefits Specialist, Donna Pavelka. Business and Finance Coordinator, Lisa Hibner. Business Office Specialist, Constance Kelper. Central Office Receptionist, Karen Byer. Automotive Technology Paraprofessional, Mark Millard. School Safety and Security Monitor, Rance Charbonneau. School Bus Mechanic, Kenneth Lalone. Preschool Teacher, Brooke Donker. Preschool Teacher, Ashton Flynn. Preschool Teacher, Lauren Erdman. Preschool Teacher, Taylor Faust. Preschool Teacher, Aaron Hoggard. And Literacy Specialist, Wendy Cole.
I will make a motion to approve the administrative support personnel contracts as presented.
Second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, moving on to the policy amendments that Carrie talked about. It is recommended that the board approve the amendment of policy Article 1, Bylaws Part C, Functioning of the Board, Section 5, Conflict of Interest, as presented.
I'll make the recommendation to approve the amendment policy Article 1, Bylaw Part C, Functioning of the Board, Section 5, Conflict of Interest.
I will second.
Any questions or discussion on that? Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Another policy, it is recommended that the board approve the amendment to policy Article 6, Finances, Section 6, Purchasing with Federal Funds as presented.
I will make a motion that the board approve the amendment to policy Article 6, Finances, Section 6, Purchasing with Federal Funds as presented.
I will second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay. In our last policy, it is recommended that the board approve the amendment to policy Article 6, Finances, Section 14, Bonded Employees as presented.
I will make the motion to approve the policy Article 6 Finances, Section 14 Bonded Employees.
I'll second.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
yes, I just wanted to add, as part of our discussion, one of the things that, we have staff that receives money, but we have insurance to protect the district.
Sure.
So, although we don't have any bonded employees, we do have insurance to protect us in the event of something happening.
We did. Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, moving on to the Michigan High School Athletic Association. It is recommended that the board approve the 2026-2027 MHSAA resolution as presented.
I will make a motion that the board approve the 2026-2027 MHSAA resolution as presented.
Second.
And that's our agreement to participate with our sports programs and our athletics. All right?
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, and moving on to the Gaylord Middle School 2026-2027 curriculum guide. That's the update for the two proposed electives. So it is recommended that the board approve the updated Gaylord Middle School 2026-2027 curriculum guide as presented.
I'll make,
Ladies first.
I'll make a motion to approve the updated Gaylord Middle School 2026-2027 curriculum update as presented.
second.
I do have a question. Do we already have teachers identified for those courses? Or is that something that we're gonna have to?
We do have current staff.
Okay.
that
I
was
will be
gonna say.
picking up those courses.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm excited for the newspaper.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I know, in the meeting, we were all like, we could do this and we could do that. And I think our ideas were pretty big considering what they can accomplish.
It's a 9-week course. Does that mean every 9 weeks another group of kids get to take it?
So that one's actually gonna be an 18 weeks, so semester-long course.
Okay.
So it'll flip-flop with an art class, so we'll rotate at the semester.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, we have an early graduation request. It is recommended that the board approve early graduation for Parker DeGroot as presented.
I'll make the motion to approve the early graduation of Parker DeGroot.
I will second.
And he's met all of the graduation requirements and has been accepted to Michigan Tech. Good for him. Any conversation, discussion? Okay.
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, and moving on to the auditorium and the electrical, it is recommended that the board approve the bid from Martel Electric in the amount of $136,000 for the auditorium electrical as presented.
I will make a motion that we approve the bid from Martel Electric in the amount of $136,640 for the auditorium electrical as presented.
I'll second.
Any discussion or questions about that? Okay,
Rachel.
Yes.
Katie.
yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, and then do we have any new staff for staff introductions?
Well, I could reintroduce Carla.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
because I feel like they're not really new, but I'm happy to say a few words.
Sure.
If you, Carla, will come up and start with you. So, maybe it's a little selfish, but I could not be more excited to bring Carla on as our Human Resources Director. She has 16 years of leadership experience, 14 as a principal in East Jordan. And in smaller districts, you're often wearing a lot of the human resources hats as a building leader. And so she has a lot of experience in supporting staff, supporting students, and thinking about district-wide systems of support for both of those, especially in a time where getting young, good talent is so important in our school district. So we are happy to have her and can't wait to, I'm gonna carry your boxes over for you. Hey, welcome Carla.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to Billy.
Congratulations.
Welcome. Thank you. Look forward to next month's personnel report.
Oh, I'm really excited to have Vic here on our team as our new transportation director. He spent the last year in training, learning all of the ins and outs of the safety, the systems, the routes, the people at the bus garage. And we've seen such great improvement already around what we're able to deliver for students and consistency and morale in that department, which is so important. In this state, finding and keeping bus drivers is a very challenging task, and he does it very well. And he's really kind of a fun person just to work with, because you can really give him a hard time. I told him he did not have any minutes to speak tonight because Vic is known as being very verbose. So that's why he's very quiet right now. No, just kidding. He's had 15 years of leadership experience for Charter, Spectrum, Time Warner, where he's had increasing responsibility, and he was also in the Air Force, which is great. So we are just so happy to have his way of thinking about things join our team. So thanks.
Perfect.
Congratulations, Vic.
Congratulations, Vic.
Congratulations, Vic. So glad you're on.
Okay. See what I mean? This one.
Can I thank David Purcell?
Sure. You can thank whoever you want. And no public input, right? And I just want to make a mention too, really quick, for the public, that it is an election year and that we have 4 seats that are going to be up and available. So if anybody's interested in running for the school board, the ballots are due July 21st at the county clerk's office. You're welcome to visit our website early next week. Caitlin's gonna have some information on there from the MASB site if you're interested and you wanna kind of explore it and see what it's like, what the, responsibility entails. And then you can also visit the MASB site, and I'm sure anybody else up here would be happy to answer questions or talk to you about it if you're interested. Otherwise, that's all I got.
And I have a quick question before
Yeah.
we close. So I noticed on the summer calendar, there is no committee meetings. Is that because there's nothing on the agenda, so one could come up as the summer goes on, or is that just because there is none?
Traditionally, committees haven't met over the summer.
Okay.
We do have, I think, something still coming up this month, PD next week,
Okay.
policy and discipline. And I would anticipate that group may want to or need to meet again.
Okay.
And should something come up, yes, we will schedule a meeting.
Okay,
So,
okay, thank you.
But we do have that other official onboarding Mandy meeting coming up
yeah,
in a few weeks.
Transition, the
Yes.
transition workshop on the 24th.
Yes.
So we'll still be seeing a lot of each other.
Yep. All right, I just need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?